Hi, this is Jason with Cognitive Code. This is Lesson 3 of the SILVIA Studio 3 Quickstart tutorials. In Lesson 2, we use tokens to try to recall names without using any scripts. In this lesson, we'll write a short script to get the user's name into SILVIA's variables, and we'll make a new behavior that uses scripts to do calculations. Load the brain file we were last working on in Lesson 2.
Hello world.
And go to the greet behavior. This behavior has an absorber with an asterisk in it and uses a wildcard variable, wild, to repeat a name back to you. But wildcards refresh, so it isn't really saved yet. So go to the bottom toolbar and open the script editor down there on the right. The script editor uses C# scripts. Documentation is available online and also in our API manual. SILVIA uses script layers as stages to validate things and run commands before and after responding. Scripts work on whole behaviors and their individual exuders. Click the View Behavior Scripts button. SILVIA always runs behavior scripts before exuder scripts as it runs through each script layer. Check the Post Exuder checkbox. We want to save to the U variable just after SILVIA responds. SILVIA Studio has a snippets menu with common code patterns you can quickly paste in. You'll see the drop-down in the corner of the script edit field. Click on the snippets menu and insert the general invoke. This returns true, so it will always happen. Snippets save on typing but need to be edited to actually work. The line with the double slashes is a comment. C# ignores them, so they're good for notes. Change the comment line to say, setting username from wild, because that's what we're doing. Click on the next line and then insert the core getVariable snippet. You'll see this snippet declares a string, a block of text it can hold on to. Change the dummy name variable to get to username. The command core getVariable can pull a string for us. Change the parameter in it from variable to get to $_wild. On the next line, insert the core setVariable snippet. We want to save that string username over to the U variable now, and let's set the parameters. Change name this variable to $_u. Keep the quotes because it's a token. Change value to username without the quotes, since that's a local variable we just made. That script is done, so hit the Compile Scripts button to get it into SILVIA's memory. You should get a log message at the bottom of the script editor saying it was compiled. Open the state monitor and then send a chat message to SILVIA saying, "Hello, I'm your name here." You'll see wild now saves to you in the variables.
Hello Jason, I'm Sylvia.
That was a post-exuder script, meaning it ran just after SILVIA responded. Validation and pre-exuder happen before SILVIA responds. Now make a new behavior. In this behavior, we'll turn words into numbers and we'll have SILVIA do some calculations with them. Change the new behavior name to square_root. Now open the listing for square root, and we're going to make a whole behavior from scratch here. Then click Add Absorber, and then set the text of that new absorber to read $_a, what is the square root of asterisk? SILVIA can detect words that are numbers in the wildcards and will convert them automatically to an extra wildcard with a num suffix. Now click Add Exuder and set the text of the new exuder to read $_square_root. The variable doesn't exist yet, so this exuder won't be able to execute. So we'll make sure there's some kind of value set. Open the script editor again from the toolbar. As SILVIA runs through scripts, if an invoke returns false, the entire behavior or certain exuders can be rejected. Set the script layer to validation by checking the checkbox in the center of the script editor up top. Validation scripts run on every behavior while SILVIA looks for responses. Use validation scripts to accept, reject, direct, or prepare response behaviors. Insert another general invoke snippet in this validation script. Set the comment line to read, set the variable to enable using it in the exuder. Code comments are always wise and will help keep you organized. On the next line, insert the core setVariable snippet. Basically, we want to save a value to square root beforehand. Change $name this variable to $square_root. Change the dummy value to naught. Keep the quotes though, this is a raw string. Since validation scripts always run on every behavior whenever you talk to SILVIA, this will automatically set the variable for square root to naught, just in case there isn't a better answer. Now we need one more layer of script. Check the pre-exuder box to go to the pre-exuder script layer. Pre-exuder is the last layer of script to run before SILVIA actually responds, so it's your last chance to prepare data. Insert the general invoke snippet again in the pre-exuder layer. The SILVIA API has a calculations section that can perform standard math, geometry, trig, and calculus functions. Set the comment line in this invoke to say, getting the square root of a number before responding. There is no snippet for this exact line of code, so you'll want to start by typing float because it's a number, name the float square root, and then put equals. C# uses something called dot syntax in order to drill down into parts of APIs and run commands beneath. So for SILVIA core, you'll see that it's called underscore core, all lowercase. Then there will be a dot after it. You'll see core.calculations, for instance. Under the calculations API, we'll want to run the square root function to take a number and get its square root back as a float, which is a number that may have a decimal point. In this behavior, what we're expecting is somebody will say a word that turns into a number. When that number is saved as an extra wild num variable, then there will be something we can get from the core. So we'll want to call core getFloat wild num in order to fetch that float value. On the next line, insert the core set variable snippet. The float square root has already been calculated, we just need to save it. Change name this variable to $square underscore root, and then change the dummy value to square root without quotations. Okay, that script is done. Hit the compile button again and let's test it. If there are no typos in the code, then you should see a message that says compiled again. Open the state monitor and let's watch for the variables wild num in the left column and square root in the right column. Send SILVIA a chat message that'll engage this new behavior. Say something like, SILVIA, what is the square root of 64? Spell it out as words and watch it get converted to a number. SILVIA will answer with a number.
3.
SILVIA number word conversions work up into the quintillions. Try asking SILVIA for the square root of a large number.
10.53565.
Go ahead and save the brain file again. Congratulations, you've made your first couple SILVIA scripts.